So we are here in Munich, as you can see. We are here with Nintendo, and the brand new Switch console is coming out in a few weeks for 300 bucks. As you can see in the background, it's a huge event here, so we can play about 10 of the new games. We can take it first in our hands, the console with the tablet and the new controllers. So let's go inside and check it out in the warm area inside. So we have here now the TV mode, which will be the basic package that you will get it with for 300 bucks, 299, which means that we have here the two controller parts on the left and right side, the grip, which means that you can connect to a controller that you can hold quite nicely and play. You could also take them out, but we won't do that right now because we want to show you actually that it's easy to take out the console out of the dock and put it back inside. And the dock itself is also not that big. We have a few USB ports and other ports on the back that I will also show you in a separate part of this video. What's more interesting is the console itself, which has a few ports, but for example also a little leg that you can take out to the back, and a micro SD card slot down below because they have only 32 gigs of internal memory. On the top you will have your game card slot, which means that you can also add your games with a separate game card, headset, a jack, on and off switch, volume rocker, and then you have your active fan on the top. On the sides you will have your controllers, but on the bottom you will still need USB to connect it to the dock and all the other things that you want to use it with. We'll see how many gadgets and accessories Nintendo will release, like for example the controllers, the Joy-Cons you can also use or buy in different colors. And let's check out the other accessories which we'll have here by Nintendo with the Nintendo Switch. So we have the controller here. As you can see, we have a blue one right now. This is for the left side, and what we have here is a little extra that will protect you from losing obviously your controller and just throwing it around like with the Nintendo Wii. So as you can see, we have here the regular buttons, and on the back you have also your extra button for your left triggers, and you have here this little button so you can actually take off this little extra little grid here that you can see here, that you can just easily pull off or put on. Come on. Na? Musst du mal reindrücken, oder?
Du musst vorher diesen Hebel...
Ja, habe ich schon, genau. As you can see, there's a little lock, and then you can see we have the same buttons here that you would have with the big extra also, but to have obviously the possibility to just use the whole controller without this little extra that you don't have to buy actually, but it makes playing a lot more fun and sensible. Also, you have here the 4 LEDs, so you know which of the 4 players you are. If you play it on a big TV, that makes obviously sense, but on a small little display, for example for Mario Kart, just a tiny little controller or two tiny little controllers or players are enough. You should take a look at also the signs on the front. You can see here on the front and back we have the plus and minus. So for this is minus. Thank you much for tuning in. This was just the really short controller hands-on, and more accessories will follow now. So now we have the controller in our hand for TV mode, which means we can easily control our games a little bit more comfortably here with the little rubber part. Also here the few buttons that you can see from the regular controllers. You have seen that also with the plus and minus and everything. On the bottom you can see that we have 1 out of 4 controllers connected to one console right now, and on the back then we have the regular USB Type-C port to charge, and also here the trigger button so you can easily just play your games. So this was the Nintendo Switch in a really short hands-on here with the TV mode. So now we are not only talking about the device, but we have it now in front of us, the Nintendo Switch live, and we can take it actually in our hands. So we have it in the dock right now, but you can easily just take it out of the dock. You can see in the background it's Zelda running right now, but once I take it out I could now start playing the game just easily here also on the device itself, just pressing the A button, and you can see we are now connected and ready to go. It also shows us always how connected and how well the 2 separate controllers on the sides are charged. We have a Type-C connector on the bottom in a full metal body, and it feels quite good. And then we have also on the top a few ports like on and off switch, the headset jack, an active fan vent, and then probably a volume rocker here on the side. Nothing else on the back, but again a nice little plastic metal full body. And once you switch it back into the TV mode, you can see here it instantly connects to our TV, and we can start playing Zelda right away once we hit probably the A button is a few seconds again to connect. So let's check out the dock and what we have in there, and then let's continue with playing a few games here on my YouTube channel, so please subscribe. So we talked about the hardware, but we have also the dock. So let's check out the back where we have 2 full USB ports for other accessories that you might want to charge. And then obviously don't have to secure it like they did here at the convention. But what you can see is we have a full USB cable now here that's connected to the regular size controller that I will show you in another part of this video. And then we have our HDMI and power cable, so the TV is connected and can play in full HD. And for that you need obviously more power. So we have here inside the dock probably some more processing power, GPU and everything built in, which has an extra fan vent here, so the whole thing cools also inside. Not only the tablet has an active fan vent. So let's continue with other accessories, how you can use a controller and what the HD display, a 3 GB RAM Nintendo Switch can actually do when it comes to the market. So now we have here another accessory in our hand, again the little controller part, the Joy-Con with the steering wheel, which doesn't especially has a name right now. The Nintendo Switch steering wheel has a bigger left and right shoulder buttons, triggers, and as you can see it's really easy to just get out and put in the Joy-Con. What's interesting though is you have still here your plus sign on the other side of the controller. So on the left side of the controller you would have your minus sign, so you know which way to put it in, but obviously the other way around wouldn't make sense, but it's way more comfortable than just holding this little tiny guy. So this way it's more fun to steer, but obviously Nintendo will get again probably 30 to 40 bucks for this little controller accessory. Thank you much for tuning in. Let's continue with other accessories here for the brand new Nintendo Switch.